What's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? It's been a couple weeks. My wife and I welcomed our second daughter together, Evie Grace. She was born on October 4th. It's October 19th tonight. So she is just over 2 weeks old. It's been awesome. She is a very, very good, calm, content baby. She barely cries. Obviously, when she needs to eat or when we change her diaper, she cries. But even the diaper changing has started to, she's started to not cry with that. So she kind of really only cries when she's hungry. Not even when she poops, really. It's funny. She'll have like a blowout and like you could feel it and you could hear it, but she doesn't cry. It's just kind of crazy. Yeah, she's awesome. Dogs are going crazy down there. I don't know what's going on. Could be the neighbors. They stopped barking. Must have been the neighbors or something. If there was someone breaking in, they'd be going way more nuts. So, so yeah. Other than raising her and Isla and Grayson, just it was nice to have a couple weeks off of work and to hang out as a family. We obviously don't get that often. So my wife and I, we don't even have the same off days together. So to have like more than 2 weeks off together was like really, really cool. We loved every second of it. Tomorrow's Sunday. I go back to work Monday. And I actually am coming back into a shorter week, which is kind of good, coming to a 3-day week, and then I'll start a 5-day week after that. But yeah, just kind of getting back in the groove of things. It's been, like I said, it's been really fun just kind of hanging out as a family for the past couple of weeks. Took full advantage of that. But wanted to just kind of make an update video, kind of jump back into things, and then I'll think of more topics and stuff for this week and next week and stuff like that. So my Mr. Pumpkin Man bookmarks are on sale until the end of October. They will still be on sale on Halloween, but on November 1st they will not be for sale anymore. And then this bookmark and this launch bookmark, these come free with a copy of my book if you purchase it off my website. Collector's edition, paperback, or hardcover, doesn't matter which one, you get both of these free. Mr. Pumpkin Man is a character that I created in, and his short story is in Wisteria. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of a cool little thing to offer up for Halloween. So yeah, both of these. And then these are for sale individually. And then I've stated in the past too, if you have purchased a book, do not buy one unless you want to support or unless you want extra copies of the bookmark, because I will be sending these out in the mail. I already plan to send them out, and I've given some people theirs. However, my wife's due date was October 24th, and then it got moved up to the 11th, and then it got moved up to the 4th. So there was a whole 20-day, almost 3-week window where I thought I had time before, and then things got shifted this way. So now the things I was going to do here got shifted towards like the end of the month. So these will be started being sent out this week to everybody who has not received one yet. So yeah, got that out of the way. I want to talk about the calendar real quick. My 2025 calendar is on sale right now. This will be on sale probably until like I'd say like February, March, April, somewhere in there. I'm not too worried about this. I'm gonna have copies of this. I'm gonna be offering this definitely well into the new year, at least a few months in, probably like 3 full months into the new year. So if you guys are interested in this, the calendar does come with a free black and white print. This is another photograph I've taken. So I'll go ahead and show a couple photos here. So if you want a more like in-depth look at this, I did do a video that where I show off every one of the months and the photographs, and also on my website there's photographs and up close pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, bookmark, calendar. Still working on this month's Be Good project. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be yet. I definitely know what the 1-year anniversary of the shop being open, I know what that's going to be. I know what that product's going to be. But I've got a couple ideas floating around for this month. I wanted to make it Halloween, autumn related. And I may still, I don't know, but I'm still working on that. Like I said, I really wanted to take as much time as I could with my family for the past couple of weeks, so it was almost like nothing of this existed really. One thing I did do though is I have a closet over this way from the video that was in disarray. I may actually post a before and after photo on my Instagram. I always post like behind the scenes stuff like that. But it was in complete disarray. From the moment we moved in, things just got shoved in that fucking closet. And then I did a slight organization to it when I painted. I painted this office, and then I painted that closet too. And it was like this bright teal color, and so yeah, I did this. It's like a light bluish gray, but it's like more of like a light blue color. And I did that for the closet, and then when I did that, I did do, like I said, a slight organization to it. But it was still it was organized but not organized. Like all of like my notes and papers and ideas were just shoved in those like fucking like organization binder things. Whereas like it was still in disarray. Like if I was to open up one of those things, it was just a whole bunch of like random fucking ideas just in the pockets. You know, there was no organization to it at all. And then it just kept getting piled in and piled in. The closet had all of like my filmmaking stuff and like old camera stuff, new camera stuff, all like lighting that I have, props, masks, just all kinds of shit. And so I took all of that stuff out of that closet and went through it from top to bottom, and I went through every single binder, every single notebook. I mean, I threw probably like 20-30 notebooks away that were just in like, you know, like really worn condition, that I took all the ideas out. And I mean, that was just the stuff I threw away. And I have still probably in there probably at least 20 notebooks, and then I got like binders, leather bound binders and stuff like that with like loose leaf paper in them binded in there. I mean, it took, working at it on and off, it took multiple days just to go through all of that, just that stuff. But I got it all like literally filed off. Like every story idea is filed off now. And then there's like a section for like short ideas where it's just basically like a piece of dialogue or like a piece of scenario or something like that, or even just a setting. And I have all that stuff just in like the short idea section, and then like I said, every story idea I have is like literally filed off now, so it's all just easy and accessible. That took a long time to do over the course of a few days, but I did it. It's awesome now. So, and then I have just a bunch of binders and notebooks now that are just all empty. And then something else that I did was I have quite a comic collection. Probably not to the extent of like most comic collectors, but I mean, I definitely have, going through everything I have, I have some in the garage still, but just up here. And what I have up here right now is basically just what I've collected over, I don't know, just a few years. And I have like close to like 300 comics. It's probably nothing, like I said, compared to some people, but to some people that might be a lot of comics. So what I did was I bagged and boarded, or boarded and bagged, however, whichever comes first, every single one of my comics. And that's, you put a board with the comic, and then you bag the whole thing, take the strip off, seal it. And because I didn't really know exactly how to store comic books, and every time I would store them, I'd have to be really careful, because obviously I want to keep them in good condition. I spent a lot of money on them, and then you don't want to fuck them up, and then you start to, if you stack them this way, they start to go like this, because all the staples and the bindings this way, so it's like there, the binding is this way, and then so it starts to go like this, and then you got to put them this way, so it's just a nightmare with that kind of thing. But so I got like these bins that are like specifically made for comic books. So I boarded and bagged every single one of them, and filed those off as well. So I bought like these really cool like professional like comic book dividers and everything. And so I'm not like the biggest comic reader, or I have a lot of books. Like I have a ton of books around here. I'm more of a visual guy. I've always wanted to like make movies, and storytelling I always thought would take me more that route. But I've written a book, and now I'm even if visualizing a short film or a feature film or something like that, you're still visualizing and writing. So it's kind of like you're always writing, even if you plan to visually see it one day. But with books, I don't read as often as I probably should or I'd like to, but I find a lot of inspiration from the illustrations in books, the cover art on books, especially comic books. I love the illustrations and the artwork in graphic novels and comic books, and yeah, I don't read as much as I probably should or I want to. I don't think that I'm only going to ever just add more, right? Like I don't think I'll ever just like take away. I'll probably always add more. But one day I would love to just sit down and kind of start going through like one by one, and start going through like just reading every single comic I have, and just start reading and going through every single book I have. I would really like to do that one day. And maybe even if I just like narrowed everything down to like what I'm really interested in, or what is really intriguing to me, and then just go from there. So yeah, that's why I pick up a lot of like I pick up a lot of like comics or graphic novels, or like art of books, or like illustrated versions of books, or books that just have illustrations in them. So yeah. But yeah, getting back to the closet, that was a freaking nightmare to do. And I knew that like once I started that project, it was going to be like a week and a half thing on and off of time, and it was. But it's all done now, and it's awesome, and it's so good. Um, it's so organized and awesome. I don't know. It's cool. I'm really proud of it. I don't know. Um, but yeah, like I said, I'll probably post like a before and after picture on my Instagram of that. So at some point. But other than that, yeah, I've just been, other than that project, I've just been spending time with the family. I did write a little bit today. I haven't wrote much over the past couple weeks, but I actually started to write a little bit today. And the little bit that I wrote today, I am very excited to jump back in and see where this takes me. Because it's almost like the missing piece that I wanted for book two. Book two, I think, it's a good story. It's a strong story. It's definitely an adventure, and it's grounded, kind of the way that I want it. And but there was something missing about it. Like there was something kept feeling lackluster about how they go about and find a certain something or someone. That's all I'll say. And I didn't know exactly how, because my ideas kept leading me one way, and I was stubborn in my ideas, and it's a good and bad thing. It's good to be stubborn when you have a really good idea, but it's not good to be stubborn when what you have may be actually hindering the story overall, because then you start getting stuck on dumb shit and shit that doesn't move the story forward. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where this particular part and piece of story leads me, and leads these characters. I really needed to sit down and just really kind of get back to like a just a place where I'm not so stuck on what I currently have. So that's where I kind of was at today. I kind of like grabbed a blank notebook with nothing in it, my pen, sat at the kitchen table, turned some music on, and just, yeah. That was nice, because sometimes that's what I need to do. I need to pull back, get way off of what I'm so stuck on, and that oftentimes will help me move forward with an idea or a story. So that's what happened today. So like I said, I'm excited to see where that takes me. I might work on it after I finish this video a little bit, just kind of go over it and just kind of see if my brain's picking up on anything and if I want to write anything else down. But yeah, other than that, not much is going on. A lot's going on, but not much creatively. Just like I said, just wrote a little bit today, got this stuff going on. Yeah, just been up all hours up all hours raising a baby. Yeah, she's so cool. But today's Saturday, tomorrow Sunday, get back to work on Monday. So that'll be interesting. I'll miss the family when I'm there, but it'll be good to get back into the groove of things. So yeah, I'll leave the video here. I kind of want to just make this as kind of like an update type of deal, and then just kind of maybe during this next week or the week after, kind of jump back in and more of like a regular output of videos again. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. Hope everyone else is doing good. yeah, hope everyone's doing good.